The morning brought pale sunlight and the scent of old pine through the cracked windows. Elena found herself in the kitchen, staring at her father's old percolator as if it might tell her what the hell she was doing back in this town. The radio crackled from a far corner, a local station barely held together with static. A man's voice droned low, reading off weather warnings. Dense fog advisory still in effect. Folks advised to stay indoors after sundown. Animal sightings. Near Timberline Road, travel with caution. She turned it off. Outside, Silverhollow was waking slowly. The fog hadn't lifted fully, it never did. It just changed its shape, curling in the corners of alleyways and drifting across the fields like a memory you couldn't shake. She needed tools, a new lock for the cellar, wood for patching up the rotting porch steps, maybe some answers to the questions curling under her skin. The hardware store, the bell above the door gave a sharp jingle. Dust motes danced in the shaft of light from the window. Behind the counter, an old man raised a grizzled brow when she approached. "You Rosario's girl?" "Elena," she said, not unkindly. He nodded once, like that explained everything. And didn't ask more. She picked up what she needed in silence, but as she turned to leave, the bell rang again and in came the man from the auto shop. He was taller than she remembered, broad-shouldered, in a black jacket zipped halfway up. Over a faded great E, his hair was damp, his jaw shadowed with stubble. There was something feral in his quiet, like a storm that hadn't decided whether to break or pass you by. Their eyes locked again. This time he spoke first. "You're back." His voice was low, deep, like the woods just before nightfall. Elena blinked. "I am." He studied her for a long moment. "You shouldn't be here alone, not with the fog like this." She tilted her head. "I don't scare easy. You should." A pause, "especially here." He walked past her then, just enough that she caught a glimpse of the strange tattoo curling up the side of his neck, a delicate ring of geometric lines woven into the shape of a crescent moon. Before she could stop herself, she said, "Do I know you?" He paused near the counter. "Not yet." Then he walked out, leaving the scent of pine and metal in his wake. She saw him again that afternoon. She was dragging a bundle of wood out of the car when she noticed movement by the tree line. Just a shadow at first, slipping between the birches, then Kieran, not walking toward her, not even looking at her, just standing there in the middle distance, eyes on the woods like he belonged to them, or like they belonged to him. Elena squinted. "Are you following me?" "No." He stepped forward, slow and careful, like he knew the ground beneath her was fragile. "I just know what this place does to people when they come back alone." She crossed her arms. "You seem to think you know a lot. I know the forest doesn't forget, and neither does Silverhollow." She hesitated. "You knew my father." A muscle in his jaw twitched. "Everyone did." "Then why didn't anyone tell me he was sick?" Kieran looked away. "That's not my story to tell," he said finally. There was silence then, thick as the fog rising between them. Then he added, quieter this time, "He left this place to you for a reason. Just be careful what you open." Elena bristled. "I'm not afraid of creaky floorboards and ghost stories. You should be afraid of things that wear those stories like skin." And with that, he was gone again, back into the trees, swallowed by the mist like he'd never been there at all. That night, Elena stood by the window long after the moon rose. She saw shapes in the woods, heard something knock softly against the porch post around midnight, nothing hard or threatening, just enough to make her breath catch and her hand tighten around the rusted fireplace poker she'd found in the cellar. The wind carried the scent of something wild, and in the distance, she heard howling again, but it was lonelier this time, hungrier. She dreamed of silver eyes and cold soil, of running barefoot through the woods with blood on her palms and a strange golden light in her chest. And when she woke, her heart was pounding like it had remembered a life her body had not.